Sheesh, I'm feeling something after 3 times. Just imagine doing that for 10 minutes.
Oh my God, I know.
Oh, Laura, what's the name of that book?
Sorry, sorry, I had to reset. Crossing your eyes is hard, man. Then uncrossing, that's like a whole thing. All right, it's Prana and Pranayama by
Oh,
Swami.
yes.
Yeah,
I have
yeah. Hey, okay, it's in the
it.
back.
Jeez,
It's
just
in the
happen to have it
book,
on
girl.
screen.
Yeah, it's
I
on
knew
page
I had a
250.
feeling. What page
Yeah,
was
dude,
that?
250.
Oh my
Okay.
gosh, this has never happened before. How am I the one without the book? I'm feeling
I
some
don't
kind of
know,
way.
Trav. That's weird. No, I'm
Look, I
kidding.
already
It's cool.
ordered it though. It's on the way.
All right, that's good. You're you're catching up.
Can't believe this.
Yeah. So yeah, I guess I kind of answered my own question then. Can you do it versus for a tatwa? Yes, you can. Um, in different poses. So man, self-realization is crazy process. This is where like you don't like this is where I kind of just like release get into a certain destination with things when I realize that like even just by breathing, like I'm changing a perspective. I'm like tapping into a totally different way of life. So it's like kind of just gave up on like I know the destination in the back of my mind, but like for the main part, like I'm cool with taking these steps, learning how to like cross my eyes and breathe and find out what happens.
Yeah.
Yeah, just like what Will Trent says in the chat. He says, "See, this is what I'm talking about. When you're good at what you do, but don't know what you're doing. I cross my eyes easy. Never thought to use it. What the fuck? See, see,
They
stuff.
have one. They got a breathing exercise where you do the taco tongue.
Oh yeah, I've done
That's
that in
so
Kundalini yoga.
yeah. I
Yeah.
didn't think that was a thing. I thought it was just like you want some tacos. Now I'm like, whoa, it's deeper. Like this could
Yes.
actually open up my kundalini. I need to watch it. Like, make sure I do this move
Well, hey,
intentionally.
maybe that's why we're all here, right? Because of our taco tongue experiences as youth.
That's true. That's true. See, this is the thing. Like, we're always, even though we're living in a Western paradigm, there's always little things that we learn that can be utilized when we're actually in the process of self-realization. Like even the useless stuff or the things that we deemed useless
Hmm.
have a use.
Listen, man, there's so many. Oh my God, there's so much stuff that's been going on. Like, at least with my personal experience in these meditations, like a lot of parts of my brain that I put away and categorize as like negative. And I'm seeing like there's a place for all this. There's nothing to be ashamed of. There's nothing to run from. There's nothing to demonize about yourself. Like, truly, you got to come to a point where you can appreciate yourself and love yourself. I'm talking about every piece of it. Every piece of it. You are the way you are for a reason. You are who you are for, like, there's nothing wrong with you. There's nothing wrong with everything that you have. It's supposed to be that way. And you know what? There's even a still small voice that's telling you, hey, you're on the right path. Everything is the way that it's supposed to be. And if you're not hearing it, you need to listen a little bit closer because it's there. You're on the right track. Keep going. And when you follow that voice, you're going to find liberation because that's the only part of you that's real. That's the only part of you that's honest.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I'm seeing parts of like just myself and my past that, before I might have like turned away because of what my parents taught or what my family taught. And I'm seeing it even in some of these Vedic texts. I'm seeing this in these books that I'm reading. Like parts of me, parts of us, these are parts of the gods, parts of Shiva, parts of Shakti, parts of Parvati. Like nothing wrong with you. There's nothing wrong with you. Nothing wrong with me.
Man, it's
And
wild that you're saying that. Like in last week's or this past Thursday's class, when we were like, you guys were talking about how spirit has its own language. And it tripped me out because it it's like I've always knew that and I've always been led by that, but I didn't know that I was being led by it. Like even when you're lost in the sauce, there's like people that I followed, like let's say on Instagram, I was lost in the sauce. Like how could I ever have known what that meant? But
Yeah.
but there was something inside of me that did, you know?
Yes.
And it was
Yes.
so trippy listening to you guys talk about how spirit has its own language. Like I felt like I was on mushrooms. Like it felt like it was like those like sacred geometry. Like, and I'm just like looking like, like it was awesome.
Yes. That's how you know that like the energy is here, the spirit is here, like this whatever it is that is real about this whole thing, it's present amongst us and we're all experiencing it. Like look at all these people in the class, these people in the chat, like all of us, like everyone's having authentic experiences. Like nobody's faking, nobody's pretending, right? Because you'd be able to sniff that out. Like there's no reason to. I can tell by what you guys are saying that y'all are having real experiences, and you can tell by what I'm saying I'm having real experiences because there's something real. Remember, I said it's not about the thing itself, it's the relationships.
Mm-hmm.
Between us, there's something that we can't put a finger on exactly, but there's something there.
We're a soul tribe.
Heart.
Oh, 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 I had to throw it in there. I'm sorry. That shit just cracks me up.
Whole family, love and light.
Yeah.
Oh man.
But you know, like, but we are of the same spirit. Like, it's the same energy. It's the same energy. It's the same. This is the ancestors. This right here.
Right.
You
Not
know,
somebody that died a million years ago. Like it's present. The presence
Yeah.
is present.
mm-hmm.
No reason I even bring up the ancestors thing is because there's always one person who doesn't understand what I post. I made a post about the 50 cent thing, and he said you don't owe anybody anything, and this guy was getting just offended, talking about we owe the ancestors everything for what they did for us, and they died for us to have this knowledge. It's like we're looking at it from different perspectives. I'm not going to say you're wrong, but you're not seeing it how I'm seeing it. The
Right.
ancestors Go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say they're still seeing death as in something to fear.
Something to fear and something that separates you from, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Yep.
I can just gather from what he's saying is that when he thinks of ancestors, he's looking at some statues or some pictures or some concept of something that's dead and gone and separated from him. That's not what I see, right? And furthermore, the whole experience of the past was karma being burned, right? There's not somebody to blame and somebody to get angry at and somebody to go to war with. Like, this is all a process of balancing. I know that's going to hurt somebody's feelings because they feel like they need to be justified and we got to fight and get it back. There's nothing to get back and nobody to fight. But anyways, spirit, ancestors, whatever you want to call it, it is present. The presence is present. Not in the past, not somewhere else, not in a statue, not on an altar. It's not on an altar. It's not in a picture of your grandma. It's here.
So are you saying that the presence that people speak of is actually always been here because here in the moment is all that there is?
Is that why they call it the present?
Is that what you're saying?
Whoa, hold on now. Y'all are blowing my mind too much today.
We the gift.
Good stuff, man. Good stuff. This is good. I'm glad that y'all are here.
Glad that you're here too.
Yes.
That's what I'm
Because
saying.
otherwise this would not be happening.
Gratitude, man. Gratitude. Like, this is good. This is good. This is
Ooh.
very good.
hitting on the gratitude. I've been doing like a little like a gratitude, like I'm trying to apply that just because it's something anybody can do. I just be like, dude, when you say that, it just gives me goosebumps. I'm like, I could be more grateful. You know what I mean? And like sometimes when I'm in a pissed off, like just just annoyed, not being socked with, I go, what am I grateful for? And all that just cease, and then I start living in the presence. And I don't say, what am I grateful for? Oh, I got this, I got no, it's just like the small stuff. And then you start to like, I can walk, like I can breathe. I'm literally walking right now, like just to be able to do that. Some people even know the privilege of walking because I see them driving so much, and I'm like, wow, just the state of gratefulness, picture in the state of presence.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Imagine what kind of power you realize when you're able to pull gratitude from even the simple shit that we take for granted. Like that's
Mm,
really peeling back the layers and seeing the love that's always present. And when I say love, I'm not talking about some emotional attachment type of shit. I'm talking about, when I say love, I'm talking about the experience and the experiencer. The fact that there's good food to eat and a tongue and a nose to taste it and smell it. That's love. The fact that
uh,
there's something beautiful to witness and eyes to witness it and a mind to cognize it. That's love. And I appreciate that. The fact that there is things to learn and the capacity to learn it.
mm,
I'm grateful for that.
You just inspired a little thought in my head about like the definition of love being of unity. Like it's right, like love is actually unity when you experience something and have the nose to smell the sweet smell and the mind to cognize the fact that it's a sweet smell and evoke a sweet emotion that combines it. Like it's that combination, it's that unity of combinations that's love. And then gratitude is the awareness. So when they say like love and gratitude, like they're talking about like awareness of the unity that is constantly happening. And so when you gain that for yourself, when you acquire it for yourself, you're never without because it's happening all the time. It's just, do you practice the gratitude or the awareness of the unification?